Chapter 2. I keep my expression neutral as I set the phone down, face down on the table. The waitress is still watching me. "You okay, hun?" she asks, voice smooth as syrup, but there's tension in it, like a thread pulled tight. "I'm fine," I lie. "Just tired." She doesn't move. Her eyes linger on the phone again. Then she pours a splash of coffee into my mug, says, "You look like you've seen a ghost," and walks away. I wait until she disappears behind the counter, then glance toward the security mirror in the corner. Her reflection is there, watching me. Too long. I grab a handful of bills from my wallet, toss them on the table, and slip the phone back into my pocket. I exit the diner fast, boots hitting wet pavement as I disappear into the dark. She knew that phone. She knew Emily. And now she knows I know. I loop around the back of the diner, blend into a side street, then double back and watch through the window. She's on the phone now, one hand shielding her mouth. Not calling the cops. Calling someone else. Who? I need to move. Fast. I pull my collar up and walk. I don't go home. That would be stupid. Instead, I head to the only safe place I have left, my office. It's just 4 blocks away, above a locksmith's shop. No elevator, no cameras, just stairs that creak like they're trying to scream. Inside, I lock the door, bolt it, and shove a chair under the knob for good measure. Then I sit. I pull Emily's phone out again. The audio haunts me. Her voice, terrified, desperate, circles my mind like a vulture. This isn't random. She knew something that got her taken. And if Claire followed the same pattern, she might have discovered the same thing. My fingers hover over my laptop's keys as I pull up my files on both women, Emily Rhodes and Claire Lawson, side by side. At first glance, nothing obvious connects them. Different jobs, different social circles. But when I dig deeper, something jumps out. Both of them volunteered at the same community shelter, Mercy House, same nights, same hours. I open the shelter's old staff listings from archived versions of the site. A name pops up. George Holbrook, supervisor, fired 3 years ago. I click into his file. Background, former security contractor. No criminal record, but a string of complaints, aggressive behavior, boundary violations with volunteers. Then suddenly he disappears from the system. No forwarding address, nothing. I exhale slowly. Emily reported someone before she vanished. The report was never filed, but her friend mentioned it during my original investigation. I dig up that interview. A single line sticks out. She said a guy named George kept watching her, said he gave her the creeps. I sit back, the dots connecting faster than I can keep up. George Holbrook, he was there when Emily disappeared. And maybe he's back now. A sharp knock at my office door jerks me upright. 3 quick raps, I don't move. Another knock, then a voice. "Evelyn Carter?" It's a man's voice. Calm, too calm. I stay quiet. "I know you found the phone," he says through the door. Every instinct screams danger. "You're not safe," he adds. "Neither is Claire." My pulse thunders in my ears. He knows Claire. I inch toward the door, keeping my hand near the drawer where I keep my gun. "Who are you?" I ask. "I used to work with George." That stops me cold. He continues. "He's not who you think he is. He wasn't fired. He vanished because someone helped him disappear." I unlock the door but don't open it. "And you just happened to show up now?" A pause. "I saw you at the diner. I followed you here." I slowly open the door. He stands alone. Mid-30s, worn leather jacket, military posture. "My name's Marcus Dyer," he says, "and if you want to find your friend, you'll need to listen very carefully." I let him in. He scans the room, then sits across from me. 4 years ago, he starts, George and I worked private security, not the flashy kind. The kind buried under NDAs and backroom contracts. We were hired for cleanup. I raise an eyebrow. What kind of cleanup? People who knew too much. People like Emily Rhodes. My stomach sinks. "She wasn't supposed to disappear," he says. "She was supposed to be scared off. But George, he liked to go off script." "You're saying he killed her?" I'm saying he's killed more than one woman. He slides a photo across the desk. A grainy shot. George standing outside a van, dated last week. Same area Claire disappeared in. Why now? I ask. Why are you helping? He hesitates. Because I was there. The night Emily vanished. I didn't stop him. Silence stretches between us. Then he leans in. He's using the shelter again. Different name, different location. But it's the same operation. Recruitment, manipulation, disappearance. Your friend got too close. I stare at the photo again. I've chased ghosts for years. But now, for the first time, I see the face behind the shadow. George Holbrook, and he's still hunting. But this time, I'm hunting him. I don't sleep. Marcus lays out everything he knows. Dates, sightings, names. He has files, documents, a thin paper trail soaked in blood. Every page screams cover-up. George Holbrook has been operating under a new alias, Daniel Crane. The name pops up on the lease for a shuttered warehouse on the outskirts of the city, registered 6 months ago under a dummy company. That's our lead. By dawn, we're driving. Marcus takes the wheel. I watch the city fade in the rear view, my mind spinning. If Claire is alive, if he's holding her, time is running out. The warehouse sits like a rotting tooth at the edge of an industrial graveyard. Graffiti, rusted fences, no windows. Just steel and silence. There's a faded sign near the entrance, East Ridge Storage, but nobody's storing anything here except secrets. We park a block away. Security? I whisper. Minimal. Cameras on the north and south corners. One guard at the door. He pulls out a blueprint and taps a spot on the side. Here. There's an old service entrance, locked but not alarmed. I'll handle it. We slip through shadows, every step wrapped in tension. Marcus disables the camera feed with a handheld jammer. At the door, he picks the lock in seconds. Inside, the air is thick, dust, Moldavian decay. But underneath it all, something else. Bleach. The scent of someone scrubbing away the past. We creep down a corridor lined with metal doors. Some open, some bolted shut. The flickering overhead lights cast moving shadows on the walls. Then I hear it. A voice, faint, muffled, female. I signal Marcus. We follow the sound. One of the bolted doors has scratches on the inside edge. Finger marks. Dried blood. Marcus kneels, works the lock. Click. The door creaks open. And there she is. Claire, eyes wide, face pale, hands tied. I rush in, drop to my knees. Claire, it's me, it's Evelyn. Her breath hitches. She stares at me like I'm a hallucination. I cut her loose. She collapses into my arms, shaking. He said no one would come, she whispers. He said you wouldn't find me. I hold her tighter. He was wrong. Marcus is already moving. We need to go, now. But before we reach the hallway, a voice booms through an overhead speaker. Well, George. Looks like the good detective finally got her hands dirty. Claire freezes. I feel her tremble. I was starting to think you'd given up, George says, but here you are, right on schedule. A loud clang echoes through the building. Doors are locked, he continues, and I've got friends on the way. You've got 5 minutes, maybe less. I curse under my breath. Back exit, Marcus growls. Move! We sprint through the maze of corridors. Marcus leads the way, kicking open a back panel that opens into an alley. Claire stumbles. I grab her arm, pull her with me, then a gunshot. Marcus drops. A clean hit to the shoulder. He grits his teeth, fires back. I drag Claire behind a dumpster. Another figure emerges from the warehouse. Not George. One of his men, dressed in black, armed, surgical. I reach into my coat, pull my revolver. One shot, center mass. The man drops. I rush to Marcus, help him to his feet. Keep going, he growls, blood soaking his jacket. I'll hold them off. No. Go. We make it 2 blocks before I call for help. Cops, EMTs, every contact I still trust. They meet us on a bridge near the river. Claire is safe. Marcus is taken to the hospital, critical but stable. I sit in the back of the ambulance, watching blue lights flash in the distance. George got away, again. But this time, He left a trail, and I'll be waiting. Because now I have proof, and I won't stop until I bury him.